Enhance your experience by becoming a supporting member. Gain access to unseen videos and video requests. 3-day free trial by visiting zionmembership.com.
And ones and Beths. These narcissists that are involved in your life are masters of illusion. You could have had a really close bond, really close-knitted bond with this narcissist that was involved in your life. Yes, you may have been through hurt, betrayal, gaslighting, manipulation. But out of nowhere, you may have been faced with a discard or a reverse discard. And, well, even you could have been the one that cut them off. Same applies, really, because they become too toxic. But they're masters of illusion, and they can get you under the impression that they're gone for good. But you've got to understand that they're still watching from a distance. These narcissists will make out to the whole world through a smear campaign or through a variety of ways that they want nothing more to do with you. This is how they'll leave you feeling. They'll leave you feeling that they want nothing more to do with you, that they've moved on with a new supply, that they're happy, and you've probably taken it upon yourself to perhaps look on their social media, or if they're not on social media and you're not on social media, you've been ruminating a lot, thinking about what they're possibly doing. The narcissist that was involved in your life, I promise you, hasn't gone very far. They may well be in a new relationship with a new supply. They may well be doing that. But you're not forgotten. And I've heard it countless times from survivors of narcissistic abuse, of them being stalked and bothered by the narcissist after the penultimate end. Because the thing is these narcissists that are involved in your life, they're not serious about the end. Sorry. They're not serious about the end. That's the thing. They want you to believe that it's done. There's nothing you can do. They want to make you feel desolate. They want to make you feel alone. They want to make you feel confused. They want you to feel like there's nothing you can possibly do to rectify the situation. And you need to break from that mindset if you're still trying to fix things. If you find yourself still attempting at reconciliation, still attempting to fix things, or even ruminating about possibly fixing things, you need to break from that cycle. And just be aware, if you're on social media, the narcissist is watching you, 100%. If you're not on social media, the narcissist that was involved in your life will take it upon themselves to actually stalk you in person. Not all the time. Not all the time. But there are victims of narcissistic abuse that have dealt with stalking. It doesn't have to be that intrusive, but it could be something like them driving about your area where you live, hoping to catch a glimpse of you. They do this. And they want to make you unnervy. They want to make you nervy. They want to make you in fear, you know. And this is why you think the narcissist is gone for good, but they're still watching. Please press the like and the subscribe button and help your brother out. It'll take 2 seconds of your time. Thank you. But this is what they do. They're weirdos. They're deranged. You see, this is the thing, people. All could have gone quiet. You might have not heard from them in a while. You're counting the days that you've been apart. You're counting the months that you've been apart. You're counting the years that you've been apart. And all the while, this narcissist that was involved in your life is watching you. They're watching your every movement, you know? Every post you make on social media, they're watching it. They're with their new suppliers and they'll secretly go to another room and pull out their phone and spy on your social media. This is what they do. They never let go. This is why you can't believe the discards, the reverse discards. You know, you can't believe them. And I'm not saying this so that you rectify the situation and you sort things out with them and you know, start pursuing life with them again. I'm not saying it for this reason. This narcissist involved in your life is seriously demented, seriously ill, seriously deranged. They keep watch for a long, long time. You could have been apart from them for years and they will keep watch on you. This is what the narcissist involved in your life will do. They will spy on your social medias. They will try and spy on you in person. You know, they have to resort to spying in person if you're not on social media. That's why there's a theory that says like, it's better not to post on social media after being in a narcissistic relationship. But there's also some pros and there's also some cons to that side of things, because realistically, you shouldn't have to halt your whole life just because of the narcissist that was involved in your life. You shouldn't have to halt things, and you should be able to continue to post things if you want to. But don't get into the psychological state of actually posting things to antagonize them. I'm not telling you not to post anything, but don't get involved in posting to antagonize them. They don't need to be antagonized. They're so, how can I describe it? They're so unbalanced anyway. You know, they're seriously messed up. They're so unbalanced anyway. They don't need anything to wind them up. They're getting wound up anyway, just by you getting on with your life and living your life, right? So look, if you're in a situation and you've gone west, narcissist has gone east, you haven't heard from them, there's been no calls, there's been no texts, they are keeping you under a watchful eye. It may seem too good to be true, because some of you may be craving this from the narcissist that is involved in your life. Some of you may be craving a Hoover, right? Some of you may be wanting a Hoover. And a Hoover is a significant step in the healing journey as long as you reject it. As long as you reject the Hoover, then it's a significant step in the healing journey. If any of you accept the Hoover, you're just going to go back through a whole cycle and repeat cycle again of abuse, manipulation, devaluation, gaslighting. You're just going to go through a whole cycle of that again. So just understand that this narcissist made out to you and the whole world that they wanted nothing to do with you. They could have smeared your name. They could have made out they wanted nothing to do with you. And they spend their waking moments keeping a watchful eye on you. That's what they do. And they do this. I've heard it countless times from testimonies from victims of narcissistic abuse. I've heard of stalking from victims of narcissistic abuse, from the narcissists involved in their life. This is what they do. They're seriously weird. They're seriously messed up. You've got to understand what the reason for them causing the separation between yourselves was about. Even if you were the one that cut them off and they become too toxic, you've got to understand what the reason behind a discard or reverse discard or them becoming so toxic that you have to cut them off. It's because they wanted to push you back out in the world alone, thinking that it's going to be too much for you to bear, thinking that you won't be able to tolerate it, thinking it's going to break you down, thinking it's going to hurt you. They're very sadistic. They like to see you in pain. So now you know this, that this narcissist that was involved in your life wants to see you in a confused, emotional state, upset, distraught. They want that for you. You need to try everything in your power not to be in that state, not to be vibrating at that frequency, not to be radiating at that frequency. You need to try your utmost to take the healing journey seriously, heal the wounds that have been inflicted, and progress with your life, right? Because they are watching. You may not have heard from them for a long time, they're not only just watching your stuff, they're probably watching your family's stuff as well, hoping to catch a glimpse of you in maybe a family photo or something like that, right? This is what they do. And they are stalkers as well. This spying that the narcissist involved in your life does comes from their stalkerish nature. When there was no social media, narcissists would always resort to stalking. It was their only option. But now they can do it from the confines of their own home without having to lift a muscle. And they can just, go on their phone or their computer and they can see into your world, right? So that's what limits a lot of stalking. But that's not to say that stalking doesn't exist. They still do it. They'll drive past where you live. They'll drive past areas at your work. They'll do this. And you might only catch them once driving past, right? But you've got to realize they've done that so many more times in their life before they actually caught a glimpse of you, right? This is what narcissists involved in your life do. So just understand that they're not gone very far. They are keeping watch on you. And you need to just work on your healing and make sure you never give in to a Hoover, because it's highly likely that they're assessing the situation and debating with themselves when's the right time to Hoover. So anyway, thank you for watching today. Please press the like and the subscribe button. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can find the link in the description box. And if you'd like a one-to-one session with myself, you can also find the link in the description box. Currently, I've got the secondary channel, spiritual channel. Enhance your experience by becoming a supporting member. Gain access to unseen videos and video requests. 3-day free trial by visiting ZionMembership.com. So anyway, I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.